Hey, boo.
How are you?
Yes, hater.
We're having a good hair day.
I approve that whole entire message. Well, I'm Jackie Paige. I hold down middays on 93.9 WKYS.
Nice to
And
meet you.
likewise, it was funny. I was just telling everybody on live that you're my tattoo inspiration
Oh, thank you.
because I only have one tattoo, and it's on my ankle. And I got it 2 years ago. And I want to get like three more. I want one here. I want one here, and I want one on the back of my neck.
Okay. Do it.
But
Those are good
I'm
spots.
I'm scary.
Oh,
I'm
it's so quick.
I'm so scary. Like the tattoo on my ankle, I think that was like a 3, maybe 4 hour process. I was sweating bullets. We had to take breaks every 30 minutes. Like it was just it
To
was
be fair, the ankle is pretty tough because it's so bony.
so what is like what's your process when you're like, okay, I'm about to go get a tattoo?
I've been getting tatted since such a very young age that I don't have like this super crazy relationship with tattoos. I'm not like, oh my God, I need to prepare for like a
Hmm.
thousand days and then be like,
I wish.
which is, I could have probably benefited from having that thought process when I was younger
Hmm.
and I just got hella tattoos because it was like, let's do it. Like, you do
Yeah.
that? I want this. Let's go. So I ended up with a lot of just like practice tattoos, but
So wait, how many tattoos do you actually have? Because I only have one.
I don't know how to count them. I'm like, do you count them based on um, like each session or like
Got
each
you.
image? Because I have like these pieces that have
Hmm.
like all of these little images in it. So I don't know how to
How
count
many
them.
sessions have you had? We'll go that
Oh,
route.
I'm so tatted. It's like,
Like I'm like, I wish I had the strength that Kehlani had, because like I said, that one, and that was 10 years ago, and I still haven't mustered up the strength to do it. And it's not like I want anything big. I literally just like something small here, here, and here. But I'm just like, the last experience was a lot, so I don't know if I'm ready for all of that.
honestly, those spots are all a lot easier than the ankle.
Okay, so maybe
You got
maybe
it.
I can
You got it.
maybe I can make it through this process. So let's talk about the album. It was good until it wasn't.
Yeah.
So you did most, if not all, the visuals for the project on your own.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Well, me and my homegirl Bree, who's we created Honey Shop Productions together. We we were just at this point where it was like, I'm dropping this album that I really care about, and it
Hmm.
has to have visuals. So how do we attack this? And she had shot like some day-to-day videos for me before, but she's
Okay.
mostly my photographer. So it was like we both have to come. We're both basically learning. And she knew a little bit more than me, which is good because she caught me up, and then we got to like speed through things together and get a lot of help with like
Hmm.
YouTube and like asking questions from like the other guy we work with, Gabe, who's in the third part of Honey Shop Productions. And we just went and bought the equipment that we could
Hmm.
and just sat on YouTube and like learned and like really stayed up all night in my hot ass garage with no AC and just bang the videos out. It was honestly a super fun learning experience for me.
So the production company is official. Like it's here. It's real. Like
Mhm.
it's your thing.
It's a thing.
Are you ready to start working with other creatives to help
Yeah.
bring their ideas to life?
Yeah. Actually, in that process, I had said maybe like a month ago on Twitter, like, yo, I'm really ready to start shooting videos for like my homegirls, like,
Hmm.
just like other girls in the industry who just like, I know how, not, this is not a shot at male directors, but I just
Hmm.
know how different the energy is when you're on set with like women and friends, quite frankly, that you like trust and feel comfortable getting creative with,
Yeah.
and just like being able to perform with. I know I was really inspired by Tiana Taylor when we
Oh, she's
shot our
dope.
video, and she
Yeah.
had like her all female. Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I was on set with like her female like production company, and it was just like
Hmm.
all these women on set, and it was just like the vibe was so much. It was completely different than like any like experience that I've ever had on the set. And I was like, I
Yeah.
would love to be able to like create this energy, like just this like beautiful, like very chill, very fluid energy on set where everybody's having a lot of fun, you know, and we're
Yeah.
actual friends. So yeah, I would love to be able to do that for people. That's definitely coming.
So now that you have like done your own visuals, do you think that you will like outsource again? I don't know how that happened. Um, so now that you have your own production company and you did the visuals for your own project, do you think you'll ever like outsource again, or is it everything is Kehlani in house? I'm gonna do it.
Um, no, I think I'll end up outsourcing for sure. I mean,
Hmm.
just with more of a direction from
Got
myself,
you.
you know, like I'll be able to say, hey, I still want to direct, but now I have like, now I know a little bit more about like other positions. Like I know I need like I can find a good DP. I can find like good people to like build sets. I can find like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what the outsourcing will give me access to
Yeah.
is just like making the productions bigger because I'm telling you like those videos were me, my homegirl Bree behind the camera. We edited it to the point that we could. And
Yeah.
then once we hit like video 4 and we were like, we need some like effects or something we don't know
Hmm.
how to do, we found a girl named Sophie who knows how to do effects really well, and it was like, okay, now we're gonna hand you off for like the final edit or when
Yeah.
you get it colored or something like that. So it was literally like no DP, like no sets, like nothing. It was just us and the camera, and like let's find a cool angle and like a place in my house or a place to drive
Yeah.
to shoot it. So of course I can't wait to like have the resources
Yeah.
to, you know, take it up. So
Take it up a notch. Yeah, most definitely. So, a production company came out of COVID-19. What else have you picked up during this time at home?
Um, just my health. I think that just having such a heavy, I've always been pretty healthy, but just
Hmm.
having such a like an emphasis on like the immune system right now to like not being paranoid about the virus, but I mean it's
Yeah.
good to be healthily paranoid during the pandemic because then you're hyper aware of how you're taking care
Yeah.
of yourself. But just like really on top of it with my health, I literally just got back from getting COVID testing
Hmm.
like I walked in the house like 10 minutes before I got on this live to get my COVID test.
Hmm.
Um and just like spending more meaningful quality time. You know, like we're finally getting not saying like I don't mean to make light of this. I think that's been hard for me
Yeah.
having these conversations because I don't mean to make light of like what's going on because people are really going through it and people are passing away and
Hmm.
like a lot of sadness and loss is happening and sickness. But if I'm thinking about my perspective, I'm spending more meaningful quality time with people.
Yeah.
Um, you know, like I'm finally taking the time to be spiritually like committed, like spiritually rooted, not just like you know dabbling and dabbling,
Yeah.
and like, but really having dedication in a lot of areas that I didn't get the time to like have dedication in, and working on my house, and it's honestly been just a kind of like a big breather moment where I haven't been able to breathe. So
Yeah. I completely agree. I became a plant mom through all of this.
hey,
My
plant
first
mom.
plant. This is so interesting. I've always been really big into health and fitness, but I finally went ahead and signed up to become a personal trainer. So I've been able to do
Look
that.
at
And
you.
I know things.
That's
And
tight.
I have also, like you said, really just been trying to find like peace in a lot of this and like not just like outside peace, but like inner peace.
Yeah.
So, when everything has been said and done, like I know that I'm sound in more ways than four. So I feel like we've actually spent a lot of this time doing a lot of the same like things in the house, which is like you said, it's a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on right now. So don't want
Yeah.
to take that away, but it definitely has been a good time for me as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Two
gotta go
things
back
can
to
be
the
true at once.
say that again.
I said two things can be true at once.
Oh yeah, most
So,
definitely. So back to the album. You talk. I actually listened to it last night because I was just in a mood, and I'm like, I just need
Need a little
some.
refresh.
Yeah, I'm like, I need some Kehlani in my life. So, you talk a lot about your past relationship in this
Mhm.
album. And you're in the industry. Your past relationship was an industry relationship.
Yeah.
And, you've talked about it being difficult and hard to maintain a relationship when you're in front of the public eye, when everybody is giving their 2 cents on what's going on. Do you think you will date somebody else in the industry, or are you just kind of like, yeah, I'm done with that?
I mean, I'm not like a planner when it comes to things that I feel like should be supernatural and like love.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not like I gotta make sure they're like this. It's funny. I think you could look at any of my relationships. I don't think you can compare any two people. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't have a type. I've always been told my whole life, you have an eclectic love life. Like, you don't have a type.
Yeah.
These have been very different people. So I think that's just a testament to the fact that I'm not like a planner. So I can't tell myself, like, will I date somebody in the industry or not? I will
Hmm.
say that dating somebody in the industry, um, just allows for a lot more understanding.
Mm.
It's not like I go after it, but there's a certain level of understanding that you have to have when dating someone else in the industry, because it's a real test of confidence. It's a real
Yeah.
test of trust. It's a real test of patience, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
gone all the time. I'm on tour. I'm consistently interacting with a lot of people. Like, I'm consistently having people express admiration for
Hmm.
me. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of
Yeah.
things that require the person I'm with to be very like understanding of that, and it's all just stuff that comes with my job.
Yeah.
So I will say that, it makes it easier when someone also deals with that kind of stuff.
And
And
they
it's like,
get
I
it.
can say it's nothing. Like, I know,
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I'm not gonna plan if somebody comes along and they're amazing. It's like whatever they do for work, as
Hmm.
long as they take care of themselves and they're happy and they're successful in whatever that success like means to them, then
Yeah.
it's a blessing.
Are you looking for love right now, or are you on the Kehlani is doing Kehlani right now?
I really need to do Kehlani.
Hmm.
I'm my baby. I have my baby. I have my working on my deluxe album. I'm have more music to think about. Been working on my house. Like, I have
Hmm.
projects. Like, I'm just in the headspace of like, let me just draw back, from everything and just, you know, I
Breathe,
feel
stretch,
like
and
I've been in a lot of
shake.
relationships. I feel like I should just,
Yes.
at that time.
Yes. I love taking time for me because I feel like we go from parents' house to, and if you go to college, you spend time with a roommate, and like this time where we're like between like 20 and 30-ish is the only time that we get to like focus on ourselves and learn like what we do like and what we don't like and be like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. I am going to deal with this. So, yes,
Yeah.
honey, take your Kaylani time,
I
breathe, stretch, and shake. And
know.
when it's time, it will it will definitely happen. You have been through a lot throughout your life. If you could rewrite the story of Kaylani, and that actually sounds like your next album title. If you could
Thank you.
rewrite,
Appreciate that.
I'll try when I can. If you could rewrite the story or redo anything or erase anything, is there anything that you would redo, rewrite, or erase?
I mean, I guess it would be things that are out of my control. Like, I wish I had like was raised with my parents. I mean,
Hmm.
I love the person who raised me,
Yeah.
incredible. But I would have loved to, like, know my dad and like
Hmm.
have my dad. I would have loved to, like, have a relationship with my mother, like things like that. Like, but everything as far as like what I've gone through,
Yeah.
I don't tend to have regret. Like, there's some moments where I'm like, it sucks that happened.
Yeah.
But a lot of those moments like really define me as an individual. Like, they really shaped um, even when I find like moments in motherhood where I'm really proud of myself as a mom, I'm like, you know what? I can attribute that to all the personal growth that I've done as a woman. Like,
Yeah.
so who knows if I'd be the mom that I am if I hadn't gone through certain things, or who knows if I'd be the girlfriend or the friend or the artist or just who I am as an individual, if I hadn't gone through, you know, everything that I experienced. So there's definitely moments I'm like, oh, I remember how hard that
Yeah.
was. And like, I'm a little shook up from it,
Hmm.
but I mean, it happened. And I think it's just only making me a better person. So
That's what's up. Last question, Kehlani, gotta ask. So, versus is huge. Everybody is trying to hop into the versus ring. If you could go up against somebody, who would you like to go up against in a versus battle?
I honestly will humbly say I'm not qualified. I don't feel like I
What?
don't feel like, I feel like those are very I hold it to such a high
Yeah,
standard. Like it's a legendary thing that we as a culture got so excited for because it was all these like meaningful moments in like music, like I want to say history, but also
yeah,
just like still relevant, of course, but like these moments where it's like we have all these songs that were tied to like our childhoods or
yeah,
like moments in our like, you know, relationships growing up, like all these things where it was like, this is exciting, but like, I'm
yeah,
still a very young artist. I may have like, I'm not new. I'm
yeah,
very much not new, but a lot of my like fans grew up with me and we were all like, you know, like the same
yeah,
like age. And I feel like, you know, we might have more fun just playing some of my old music on a live just with just me, but I don't know if I could have a verse with anyone because I just haven't personally gotten to that level of my art to where like
yeah,
it's like a thing that's like, oh, I know I'm ready for her to play this one or like
yeah,
this or like, you know what I'm saying. So I mean it's a cute thought, but
yeah. Look, we gotta speak it. We're gonna speak it, and it's gonna happen. So just give it some time. You're gonna be
you
there.
know,
Quiet.
call me when I'm like 42. I may have like a cute little catalog to run up, you know.
You just be flipping the hair like, run that,
Exactly. My hair will
please.
be, you know,
Thank
long
you.
back then. I'm telling you, 42, call me.
We got you. We got you. Kehlani, thank you so much. Let the people know where they can get the new project at and where they can find you at on social media.
My at name is Kehlani on everything. But yeah, that's where you can follow me. My project is on all streaming platforms. It was good until it wasn't. I just want to say thank you for everybody who's paid attention to it, who liked it, who's been supporting me, who's been seeing how hard I've been working, who sends love to my family, who loves my daughter. So thank you guys so much. And it was nice talking to you.
Likewise, we love you out here in the DMV, Kehlani. Keep doing
Thank
great things, and we're going to
you.
continue to rock with you.
Bye.